I'm so sorry. There's really nothing I can do. We are on lap 22 of 25 now, so 3.5 laps to go in this race. The safety car is out. Tugster has been disqualified from the session somehow, so the Red Bull is out of the race. Sharpie is in P4. Ted is still in P5, but he's got Speed Alcoholic for company. The AlphaTauri going to go for the move here, down the inside into this tricky section of the track. Surely not. Down there comes Ted, swings all the way around the outside. Scott's just behind, you can see, as Speed Alcoholic makes the place. Up to P5 he goes, as now Ayrton are putting Robinet under pressure. Down the inside of the AlphaTauri he goes. He makes the move, very late braking from the reigning champion, and into P2 he goes. 4 tenths behind Avi, 3 laps to go. Surely there's no way the Mercedes can keep him behind. I really don't think it's possible. As they come through now, Sector 1, 3 laps to go in this race. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap, but I don't think Ayrton's going to need it. He's got so much of a pace advantage against this Mercedes. Robinet down to P3. He'll be happy with a podium today. Sharpie is losing time to them, so I don't think he's under pressure there. But Ayrton, 6 tenths behind, 7 tenths behind, so a poor Sector 1 from the Ferrari, but I'm sure he'll gain all that time back in the next few sections of the track. Here they come now through this long banked left-hander and into Sector 2. Ayrton trying to stay with the Mercedes. Robinet already losing out, and in fact Sharpie is approaching very quickly, so Robinet has not got that podium on lock yet. The newbie Sharpie in the Alpine could steal it at the end. Ayrton now, though, he's really got a huge amount more pace than this Mercedes in the second sector, and here he comes, the Ferrari. He's got the ERS. In fact, DRS is enabled already. Is it? No, it's not. That was a graphical glitch, but he will have the ERS to make the move, I'm sure, into turn 1. Down they come towards the hairpin. There's going to be 2 laps to go at the end of this straight, and Ayrton is right behind the Mercedes. The DRS is not open yet, ignore that, but he does have the ERS. Down the inside goes the reigning champion into the lead of the race. There's nothing Avi can do. There's just so much pace advantage, and yet again Ayrton is saved by safety cars into P1, and he's not going to lose it now. A 25-point swing it will be, possibly 26 if he can get fastest lap as well. It's currently a 30.7. But there is nothing lost on that Ferrari. He is looking to retake, well, not retake, take the championship lead for the first time this season. And he will take it by 13 points, possibly 14 if he can get that fastest lap. And that is well and truly game over. And Nath Clark has a lot of work to do. He was the one not making any mistakes in the first 3 races of this season. Absolutely faultless was the Williams driver. But towards the end, it's all come undone for him. And there's apparently front wing damage to Ted's McLaren further back. Scott gets himself a 3-second time penalty and is out. Well, not out, he's had a spin again in Sector 2. Sorry, Sector 3 this is now. And to the back of the pack, he will be gutted. He was running a very respectable P6. And down to P12 he goes. Ayrton now sets the fastest lap. Another point for the Ferrari. And I know he is incredibly fast. He is, without a doubt, at least in the top 2 fastest drivers in this league. Perhaps with the exception of Nath Clark. Or they are very close together. And Speed Alcoholic on his day as well. But and there is no doubting that he has had truly dominant pace today. But there's also no doubting that he has been very lucky with some safety cars, and it's been at least sort of a 10, maybe 20 point swing, just thanks to safety cars, especially in the first 3 races. Today as well, he did make that mistake earlier on. It was only a small mistake, so I won't bring him up on that. and he did get very unlucky with the Myra collision, so maybe that is his luck cancelling back out again, but he was lucky that it brought out the safety car. In fact, if he hadn't DNF'd Myra by hitting the Alfa Romeo, then there wouldn't have been a safety car. So, you know, take that what you will. But nonetheless, he has been absolutely dominant on pace today, and I think it is, in the end, a deserving race win for Ayrton. He wins the Jeddah Grand Prix. Avi comes home a fantastic P2. Robin gets his second podium of the season. Sharpie unable to catch him in the end. A respectable P4 for him, for the newbie. Speed Alcoholic in P5. We've got crashes over the line as always. Rick in P7, a respectable race for him. Speed Alcoholic P5 gets himself into the top 5 after a very topsy-turvy race, and that will be your Grand Prix. I have to apologise massively for all of the game crashes, but I promise you there's really nothing I can do about it. I've tried everything. I mean, the only thing is that the stream, obviously it takes the stream offline and I have to put it back online again, and we end up with 5 bloody streams we've had today. Thanks to that. We had no crashes last week and the week before, so I thought they'd fixed it, and then today, obviously, they haven't. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. And I just have to hope that it doesn't happen again next week. I don't have a capture card, so I can't have it so that the stream doesn't at least crash whenever the game crashes. But yeah, anyways, hopefully no problems next week. I have a PC, but it's not good enough to run it, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. That is your Grand Prix. Ayrton takes the race win and fastest lap by 2.5 seconds in the end from Avi, and he will take the championship lead by 14 points now after Nath Clark's DNF. Avi with a very good second place, but he would have been hoping for the win. Robin in P3, another podium for the Frenchman. Sharpie in P4 on his debut, very good result. Speed Alcoholic manages to get back into the top 5. Patty Pat P6. Rick down in P7 at the end. Ayrton 2 P8. The Toe down in P9 after disconnecting for much of the session. Ted in P10. He's finished a race finally. Vans in P11. Scott P12. And then everyone else. Myra, Nath Clark. Not Vans. The other Haas. Ayrton 2. DNFing as well. Zuba out of the race. Amir out of the race. Womax, sorry, was it Womax? Yeah, it must have been Womax in the Aston Martin out of the race. Trugster out of the race. A huge number of DNFs, but I mean, this is Jeddah. It has to be expected, especially with elite assists. It's very, very difficult on this track. So very well done to everyone who finished the race at least. Fantastic result for you. Yeah, I have to apologize again for all the stream crashes. Hopefully it's better next week, but yeah, it's a massive pain, I'm not gonna lie. But thank you for joining me again. Sorry we've ended up with 5 streams, but I hope you still enjoyed what I managed to capture today. But I will leave you for today. Next week's race, what are we talking about? Championship calendar. We will be heading to Abu Dhabi, which is another tricky circuit with elite assists. So we'll see how that goes. Could be maybe another victory for Ayrton, or will Nath Clark step back up to the form that he showed in the first 3 races and close down that what will now be a 14-point championship lead. We'll have to wait and see, but for now, thank you for watching. I will see you next week for more ESRL. Have a good night and have a great weekend, everyone, and goodbye.